Hi you nines, so you should have come from the video where you went and you drew up this full sketch where you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 individual pieces all sketched up with the dimensions. What we're going to do now is turn these into 3D objects. To do that, we'll just hit stop sketch so we're no longer looking at them, and we're going to click the home view button up there next to the navicube, alright, so we're looking down onto them. My first step in creating components is to use the Extrude Tool, alright, because we know these are just square components or fairly square components. All we need to do is extrude them. And you can see when I hover over the tool, it gives me an idea of what it does. So it adds depth to a closed sketch profile or planar face. Any closed sketch profile is that orange thing that you can see on the screen. So I'm going to click that. Next I'll select a profile. Right, I'm going to select the one on the left here. I'm going to pick New Component now. Actually, I might do this one more time. Let me just try this one more time. See if I can get this done exactly the way I want. Go to this and we'll just pick New Component instead and pick the side. Yep, that'll do. So this is going to go ahead and extrude out a component for this part of the clock. So I've selected the profile. I've got two options here. I can pull, right, or I can type in a dimension. Now if you remember correctly from our previous video, it needed to be 42 millimeters wide. So we're going to use that as the dimension, and I've pulled it out by 42 millimeters now. Okay, if I'm happy with that, all I need to do is press the OK button. Now something you've probably noticed, as soon as it happened on the screen there, all the other components disappeared. Okay, not a great thing to happen, but it's not going to be too much of an issue for us. So what we're going to do is click the little drop down for our sketches and turn that sketch back on, clicking the light globe. Now we can go ahead and create the other components. So again, Extrude Tool, operation is New Component. Right, we do those things first. Then we select the component, tell it how far. We're going to do 42 millimeters, and we click OK to finish. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the last two. And there we go, I now have the four components. You can see them in the menu on the left here, right? Component 1, Component 2, Component 3, Component 4. We're going to rename the components now. So we can click on the component, then click a second time, we can give it a name. So because this is technically not in the correct position, I'm going to call this frame top. I'll call component 2 frame, I need to try that again. I don't want that. Click there. Frame right, I think I'll call this one. The next one I'll call frame base. And the final one here I'll call frame left. Hit enter, and there we go. I've now named all my components, and they should be correctly named. We have individual components. We can now turn that sketch off that we turned on before. So we've now just got the four components there. Hopefully that was a pretty easy step for you. In the next video we're going to look at positioning components and jointing components together. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video.